Hello and welcome to our recording on USF health insurance requirements and options. This presentation is intended to assist international students in becoming informed consumers when selecting a health insurance plan. First and foremost, university health insurance requirements vary according to students' visa statuses. Students coming to USF with F or J visas are required to maintain health insurance for their full academic year. Further, their insurance plans must meet the university's mandates on insurance according to USF policy 6.0162. And we have included a link and QR code to this policy on this slide. Non-US residents and citizens attending USF on visas other than F or J are also required to show proof of insurance. However, they are not required to meet the same USF mandate on insurance per policy 6.0162. Finally, US residents and citizens do not have health insurance requirements. However, they do have the option to procure insurance via the insurance marketplace and exchange website. And we have included the link and QR code to this website as well. Simply stated, the health insurance industry in the United States is a business. And to become informed consumers of this industry, students should consider some of the following questions when choosing a plan. Students may want to ask about the annual premium costs of the plan, as well as the costs associated with co-payments, co-insurance, and deductibles, which are all terms that are unique to the US health insurance industry. We will provide you with a link in the next slide so that you can learn more about these important insurance terms. Students should also inquire about the costs associated with prescription medicines, preventative vaccines, annual physicals, and visits to such specialist doctors as dermatologists and chiropractors. Further, students should ask if their insurance plans provide coverage outside the state of Florida and if their benefits will begin immediately or if there is a 6-month waiting period for pre-existing medical conditions. Finally, if you are coming to USF with a spouse or with children, you'll want to know how much it will cost to add them to your plan. We hope that the questions contained on this slide will help in your search for an insurance plan that is right for you. And here is a link to the AHP Academic Health Plans video library. This will provide you with a video tutorial of those very unique health insurance terms that are unique to the United States. As a reminder, students really need to review the exclusion and limitation section of their benefits brochure so that they can learn what services are included and excluded in their plans. Please be mindful that cheaper plans may provide far fewer benefits, and they may also require far more paperwork for reimbursement of medical expenses. Let's take a look at the insurance options and requirements for students coming to USF with either an F or J visa. Students with these visa types have two different insurance options. They may either enroll in the USF health insurance plan, Aetna, which is administered by Academic Health Plans, or they may select an alternate health insurance plan that complies with the university insurance mandate as indicated in policy 6.0162. Some important features of the USF insurance plan include 100% coverage of preventative vaccines such as HPV and hepatitis A and B. The university's plan also provides immediate coverage to students with pre-existing medical conditions. Another important advantage is that the USF Compliance Office can support and advocate for students on its insurance plan. We have included the QR code on this slide to provide you with a more comprehensive information about benefits associated with the USF insurance plan. All international students are required to complete the USF insurance agreement form, no matter what type of insurance plan they plan to purchase. By completing this form, students will be able to remove their SI student insurance holds, which will prevent them from registering for classes. Please note that students can still change their minds after completing these forms up until the deadlines, which I will share later in this presentation. So in the next few slides, we'll guide you through the process of completing the insurance agreement form if you are planning to enroll in the USF health insurance plan. The first thing you'll need to do is go to the online insurance agreement form, and I've included the QR code at the top of this slide. Next, you'll choose the semester that you will be attending USF. Then tick the first option that says enrolling in USF-sponsored SHIP. That stands for School Health Insurance Plan. You'll then need to confirm who will be paying for the insurance plan. If you or your family member will be paying for the USF insurance plan, tick the first bubble that starts with the words, "I will pay." Then tick "I agree" to acknowledge that you have reviewed this information. Finally, click the Submit button. If one of the departments that you see indicated on the slide will be sponsoring you, tick the second bubble that starts with the words, "I will be department sponsored." You will then choose your particular sponsor from the drop-down menu, tick "I agree," then click the Submit button. If you have been offered a GA, RA, or TA position, and this stands for Graduate Assistant, Research Assistant, and Teaching Assistant, be sure to tick the third bubble, then acknowledge eligibility and protocol requirements for these positions by ticking the next two bubbles. Acknowledge reviewing the document by ticking "I agree," and then click on the Submit button. To enroll in the USF insurance plan, simply pay the premium via your student self-services account at the deadline indicated at the bottom of the screen. If you are coming to USF with a spouse and/or children, you may add them to your plan after you have paid for your USF insurance policy. To complete this process, go to the AHP website, click on Enroll/Cost, then follow the directions after clicking on the blue button entitled Enroll Your Dependents. For more information about the rates and benefits associated with the USF Health Insurance Plan, please visit the links featured below on the slide. We're now going to turn to the process of selecting alternate insurance plans. We must note, though, that USF cannot recommend or endorse any particular alternate insurance plan. The reason that we cannot make such recommendations is that your healthcare needs and financial budget to purchase an insurance plan are very unique to you. So this really is a personal decision, but we will do our best to give you the right questions that you should ask to make an informed choice. Let's take a look at how you would complete the insurance agreement form if you plan to take alternate insurance. Now, first things first, you'll need to choose the semester that you plan to start at USF. Then you will tick the second option that begins with the words waiving/opting out of the USF-sponsored SHIP. If you or your family members plan to pay for this plan, tick the first bubble beginning with the words, "I am providing proof of an alternate insurance policy." Next, indicate your visa type. Are you coming to USF with an F or J visa or a non-F or J visa? Then acknowledge that if you miss the deadline to submit alternate insurance, you will be required to purchase the university's insurance. Finally, acknowledge reviewing the form by ticking "I agree," and then click on the Submit button. If you are government sponsored, select one of the sponsors indicated in the drop-down menu that you see indicated on the screen. You may then upload supporting sponsorship information and then tick "I agree" before clicking on the Submit button. Only students applying for alternate insurance will receive an email from Academic Health Plans, or AHP, indicating that their account has been created. You will receive this email approximately 3 to 5 business days after you submit your insurance agreement form. Please do not create an account on the AHP website until you receive this email, because if you do so, you will not be given the waive out option when you log into the AHP portal. All international students seeking to waive out of the USF health insurance plan will need to submit proof of insurance. To do so, you will need to upload the front and back of your health insurance cards. And only F and J visa students seeking to waive out of the USF insurance plan will be required to upload an insurance compliance waiver. This waiver form must be completed by a representative of the alternate insurance company. To learn more about how to complete your insurance agreement form, as well as the insurance waiver process for alternate health insurance plans, please visit the link below on this slide. The USF insurance compliance waiver contains 14 criteria-related questions at the bottom of this document. Please note that if your insurance broker circles no for even one of these questions, it is possible that your insurance waiver may be rejected. There is a higher likelihood that your waiver will be approved if the insurance broker accurately circles yes for all 14 questions. Ultimately, USF will compare the answers on this form to your insurance plan's benefits brochure to ensure its accuracy in meeting all of the required criteria. Let's take a look at the process for submitting a waiver, should students opt for alternate insurance plans. Students will first need to log into the AHP website, and we've included the site's QR code on the slide for your convenience. If you have any challenges logging into the website, please use the chat feature located on the right corner of the web page. You will then select the waive out option. As part of the waiver process, you will also be directed to fill out insurance information for your plan. This information you should be able to find on the front and back of your insurance card. And please remember that you are the policyholder. So when you see requests for policyholder's name, phone number, and address, they are requesting your information. After uploading the required documentation, simply type your full name and the current date. If you are below the age of 18, your parent or guardian would have to type their name to certify that the information is correct. Then you just need to click the Submit button. Finally, after submitting your waiver, you will receive one of two responses. If there are no errors noted, you will receive a confirmation as indicated in the image at the top left of the screen. Please note that it will take USF approximately 2 to 3 business weeks to review your waiver and let you know whether it is approved or not. If the waiver appears to be incomplete, you may receive a notification as indicated on the bottom right of this slide. You will then have the option to resubmit your waiver and include any information that may be missing. When you resubmit your waiver, you will have to sign your full name again to recertify your information. And that is our insurance webinar for today. We thank you for reviewing our video recording on learning about your USF insurance requirements and options. And we wish you good health and wellness throughout your academic journey at USF. Goodbye for now.